Hey guys, welcome back to the World's Worst Fishing. I'm Chris Jones, and thank you so much for being here today and taking time out of your busy schedules. Even though I guess we're all a little less busy with this quarantine. What do y'all think about this quarantine here, huh? My God, what a disaster. Ugh. But that's neither here or there. We have an exciting video because we're showing you the new 4-inch open pore swim bait mold. So if you remember about 2 months ago, and you've seen it a bunch on my channel, you're probably sick and tired of seeing it, the 6-inch open pore swim bait. I've been having so much fun learning how to pour that mold, really learning some of these hand pouring techniques, and really just challenging myself thinking wise, color wise, and now we even have a bigger challenge, right? Do all that in a smaller bait. So we've got the 4-inch mold. I've already poured it just once. And it was an absolute dream for being how small it is. The pourability, you know, we kept some of the same standards for design and pourability as we did with the 6-inch. So, you know, the hook slot height and width and not tapering the top too much, you know, because it needs to be pourable. So without too much chit chat, let's go ahead and jump on in. Okay, so I want to actually start the video with a little bit of a housekeeping item here. So this is Angling AI's home. Oh, went out of focus, and you'll see this. You'll see this big banner up there. Current lead times 5 to 6 weeks. Appreciate your patience, working as hard as we can. That's not a joke, and unfortunately, a lot of that's the result of the coronavirus. You know, just certain states. And certain businesses are operating on limited staff, skeleton staff right now, kind of due to non-essential employees kind of trying to work from home and going home. And, you know, Josh has had to kind of work around some of these challenges as well as being a part of the supply chain for the Department of Defense, which keeps him a part of the kind of essential supply chain. So, lots of things that he's juggling, I know just from talking with him. So, you know, we kind of spoke before filming this video, and we just really wanted to put it out there. Launching this new mold will probably likely even increase the lead times, but, you know, he's absolutely doing everything he can given the situation. You know, we were going to come out with this right at the beginning of April. Like, it's been ready, but because coronavirus challenges kind of made working conditions less than favorable, we've had to push it back. And so we just want to be transparent and let everybody know, you know, lead times are pretty high right now, and you know, please understand that whenever you're purchasing molds. Okay, so with all that out of the way, let's actually get to what's on the table here. So this is the 6-inch open pore mold that we all know, and I certainly know that I love it. And so, you know, here are just kind of 2 examples of some of my favorite stuff. I messed around with this wild, crazy thing the other day. Here's my chartreuse color shift shad. A lot of people have responded well to that. And we're actually going to be doing that one today in the 4-inch. So just kind of wanted to let you guys look at the 6-inch, because now let's get out this little teeny tiny, look how cute this is. Little teeny tiny 4-inch. And look at that. There's no hook slot. There's no insert for a hook slot. Well, if I open this one up, the next one, there is a hook slot. So there's 2 different versions here. We're going to offer a solid body and a slotted body, because a bait this small, there's just so many more rigging options that I felt like we really wanted both. And the beauty of it is the one without the hook slot, because it's easier to mill and there's less steps and, you know, less parts. This one's actually going to be cheaper than the slotted one. So just 2 options for the same really great bait. You know, I myself fancy a slotted bait most of the time, but we're gonna definitely show you both and really let this baby shine. So there it is, just a little bit of a size comparison. I love comparing this right here. Yeah, there it is. Same scaling pattern, same proportions, except for the tail. This one, we actually made the tail proportionately a tad bit larger than it is proportioned on the 6, and that really allows this bait to have incredible action, especially at slow speeds. And one of the other positives of a bait this size is that you don't have to pour it or need to pour. I mean, obviously you can do whatever you want, but I can pour this in Swimbait blend, which is a little softer. So it's a little easier to pour, it's a little easier to work with, the clarity is a little bit better. I'm super duper excited, so enough jibber jabber, let's make some baits. There's our weapon of choice today. Perhaps my favorite blend of plastic, the Dead on Plastic Black Bucket Swimbait Jerkbait Blend. Alright, we are turning on the griddle. So this is a little bit smaller mold, of course, and I'm pouring a thinner plastic. I don't really actually want to do it quite as hot because this plastic won't set up as quickly as the Craw Tube blend. So I can get away with right at about 300 degrees, and I get a lot of questions about the griddle. You know, do I only turn it on for just a little bit? What I do is I like to turn it on, let the molds fully preheat, then pour. I only turn it off once I'm done pouring the entire process. Okay, time to pour the belly color. Guess what the belly color is? Nothing, just straight clear. And you can see the phenomenal clarity there. That's why Swimbait blend is awesome stuff. So that's literally all we're gonna do here. So very carefully, I'm gonna do the same thing as the 6-inch mold. I'm gonna pour it to just right there at the top of that hook slot, which is actually a little hard to see when you're pouring such clear stuff. It's like you can hardly even tell where your plastic even is. Okay, same with this one over here. All right, and then for the solid bodies, same thing, of course, but you have to eyeball it a little bit better because you really can't see. You know, there's no slot there to pour to, so you just have to watch how far it goes up. Yeah, so there's a good look there at the clear bellies. And because that one is not slotted, it's a solid body, it actually takes a little bit longer for that bottom layer to kind of set up enough to where it won't just blend in with the next color. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Wait a little bit longer before pouring that next layer, or else it'll just thermally blend together, and then you won't have your layered effect. Okay, so we're ready to pour our vein color, which is regular Dead on Plastic chartreuse color. Okay, so we've just added a little bit of that. You can see that that's still pretty see-through. You can read the red letters behind that. So it's not a super thick blend. All right, and let's go. Okay, just a little bit there. Next. Alrighty. Next. These are our slotted ones down here. I want to pour just enough to get it kind of over the hump there on the tail without going too far. Okay. And you can see, even though this is a relatively small bait, very, very easily poured. You know, a little boo-boo there on the edge, but nice clean lines, plenty of space to pour effectively. Yeah, I'm absolutely thrilled with how pourable this mold is, despite being teeny tiny. Okay, so now we're going to build the top color, and the top color is absolutely sexy. It is CTM. It's this color shift right here from Dip Your Car. If you want to get into some of this crazy cool color shift stuff and some really cool micro flakes, please visit my affiliate link in the description below, and any purchase you make from there for some of these awesome pigments helps support the channel, so I would really appreciate that. And you're getting some incredible colors and pigments that are going to create effects you just simply can't get without using this style of pigment. So there again, we don't want much. Okay, just a little bit, and then maybe My favorite measurement term, a smidge. Yeah, let's just get a smidge more. Alright, and let's see what that does. I mean, this is tiny, tiny fractions. little at a time goes a long way. And you know, a lot of people like to use a black base before mixing in color shift. It definitely creates a little bit more of a saturated look. However, you can't really do that if you want it to also be see-through like we want in our color shift shad color here today. You know, if that was a black base, it wouldn't have the transparency. So to me, it works awesome both ways. You know, black base or just put it in straight clear plastic like I'm doing now. I actually want a smidge more, so we're gonna add a smidge more. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, that's a smidge. That should be the final smidge that we need. And yes, I'm told that I stir counterclockwise, which I didn't know was wrong until I started doing YouTube videos. I can't even do that. That's awkward. Yeah, that right there, nice and natural. Guess my wrists are built differently than most. It's all those years of drumming. All right, that's it. That's all she wrote. Okay, let's top these off. Look at that. That's gorgeous. All right, here's the test. Can I pour this cleanly on camera? Always do better off camera. On camera is a challenge. You know, the hotter you get this stuff, the easier it's going to flow for you. See, I mean, look at that. Teeny tiny mold. You just pour it hot, pour it slow, really slow, and she'll fill right in for you. Beautiful. And this stuff is just barely dripping out. Okay, there it is, y'all. Boom, that's actually super clean. Oh, I cannot wait to see these. And next up, we're doing a really awesome golden shiner color. So definitely stay tuned for that one. Okay, we are ready to go, but first, you guessed it, drum roll please. All right, let's see what we have here. I don't know if this is the slotted one or the... Yep, it's the slotted one. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh yeah. There's just no limits to what you can do. I love that clear belly. Oh my Lord, you guys, that is hot. All right, now let's look at the solid body. Yeah. There we go. Now, what would really be a challenge for me is to pour my little dot like I like to do. Just want to talk about some close quarters. That would be a challenge. Yeah. There you go. All right, and let's throw an eye in there. Beautiful. Okay, and there it is. What do you guys think? Pretty cool, pretty cool. That is smoking. All right, we're gonna set those aside and we're gonna run one more color for you guys. So we're kind of doing a shad, glass minnow color, and then now we're gonna do a shiner color. Two most popular bait fish, shad and shiners. Let's go. Friendly reminder, stay tuned till the end of the video to see some action footage of this bait in the water. I'm gonna rig it two ways, on a jig head and then on a weighted 4/0 Swimbait hook, and just kind of let you see what it looks like, and I think you're gonna love it. Okay, so this shiner color is a 3-part color, and the bottom layer is just clear with a little bit of small gold flake. Okay, so this is Lure Works 0.015 hex cut gold. Really, really good color. And this particular color, I actually pour a shallower belly, so I don't pour it. So for example, I'm not going to pour it all the way to the top of the hook slot. I'm actually going to pour it a little lower. And then my middle vein color, which is going to be gold pearl powder, is going to be a little bit thicker. So a smaller belly with a thicker vein. That's about right. Go over to this next slotted one here. So like I said, just a little bit thinner on the belly. And oh, there's the thing. All right, now we're ready for the middle color. All right, I'm gonna try to pour these best I can here around the camera. And here we go. Nice thick layer of gold. Hopefully it doesn't go too far. Alrighty. And you know, this is my first time trying to pour this particular sort of pattern in this mold, doing the shallower belly and thicker vein, so these may not be perfect. Okay, and for this, we're gonna do, you guessed it, well, you might not have guessed it, sort of a charcoal black top. Now, I'm not using my real charcoal, although I could. So that's just 2 drops of black, and that's about what we want. Yeah, that's going to look just right. You know, you have to remember, the smaller the bait, the more see-through your colors are, really. So it may look thick there, but in a teeny tiny bait like this, you might see right through it. So you kind of have to alter your thinking a little bit when mixing up your formulas, based on the size and shape of the mold that you're going to be doing it with. All right, and here we go. Final color. Let's rock and roll. So you can see, well, I don't know if you can see it from that angle. We'll look at it once I get down to the bottom bait. But that's not as dark as it looks in the cup in this teeny tiny mold. So definitely something you have to keep in mind there. This is so much fun, you guys, and I love the challenge of having to hold my hand completely still. But it pours so easy, though. Man. So thrilled that I don't just completely pour a bunch of sloppy crap with this mold, because smaller molds like this, I'm still learning, of course. This could be going a lot worse. So far, going great. Oh, slight over pour. That's fine. I'm allowed a few mistakes. Perfect, you guys. Oh yeah. I am so excited. Yeah, look at that goodness. So you can still see some of that gold. It darkens up as it thickens up, but I think the tails will be a really nice charcoal color. And a little disclaimer there. Burnt myself pretty good the other night just in one spot. So always make sure that your gloves are on at all times. My glove was on. It had a little hole in it that I just am dumb and haven't replaced my gloves, and found out the hard way that, you idiot, go replace your gloves. So wear gloves and wear good gloves. All right, let's see how we did. I actually went and ate dinner after pouring these. So this is actually several hours later. Oh yeah. Look at that, you guys. It's actually a little more see-through than I wanted it to be. I actually wanted that vein to be a little thicker. But that's my first time trying to pour this particular pattern, sort of the shallow belly pattern. And as you can see, that belly looks about normal. It's not shallower, so oops. Actually, to contrast that, to show you sort of what I was going for, this is what it looks like in the 6-inch. You can see that middle vein is about twice as thick as it normally is, and then you have sort of a shallow belly there. And then this one, of course, didn't come out exactly like that, and it's a little more see-through, but that's fine. As I was saying earlier, what looks like that in a thick bait is going to be more see-through in a small bait. So you kind of have to relearn your formulas a little bit. And as you can see, in order to match that exactly, I still have a little bit of work to do. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the thumbnail right there. Got all the pretty little girls lined up in a row over the mold. Okay, well guys, as you can see, pretty cool backdrop behind me. So we're down here at the Lake Talcon Dam, and I've got the 4-inch. So we decided to take it striper fishing. So I poured just some of your basic striper colors, just pink, and I've got it basically Carolina rigged. A couple of egg sinkers, that way you can cast it all the way up there. I have hooked 2 striped bass on it and lost 2 striped bass. So the bait has gotten some bites. In fact, that's the only bait that's gotten a bite. Simple Jack got hit on it as well in a chartreuse color. So we're gonna figure out if we can try to catch a few. Might try a couple other baits, but the important thing is to keep throwing the 4-inch hand pour. So anyway, trying to get a catch on film for you guys. I'll meet you back if we do. All right, folks, this is it. They come up schooling. Hey, bro, little help with the net? Well, so I can... All right. Here. What a natural fish situation. Yeah. This is on the hand pour, bro. Oh, shit. That's a good one. You got him? Yes! Boom! Oh, guys, look at this. These stripers came up schooling behind the boat. Look at this. Oh. Here, hold it up a little bit. There it is. Mission accomplished. Oh, I'm sorry, Thelma. Oh yeah, there he is. Hey. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, guys, they just keep up. They keep schooling out here in this. Here, I'll show you real quick. They're schooling out here in this whitewater crap.
Oh, right on, right on.
Hold on. Did you just get bit?
Yeah, I had one jump on it.
All right, folks, this is awesome. We got stripers schooling everywhere. And here's another Mondo. Oh my God, look at that. Sorry for the crazy camera angles. There it is. Ain't even got an eye on it. Hell yeah, folks. Put Jack on, just hold it this way. Yeah. Oh, shit. All right. Yeah, let's put the line. Oh. Hey, look at that, y'all. Old school.
He's all wrapped up in that chunk.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, here. Let me grab the old camera-roo.
Here.
Yeah. Oh God.
Don't get them hooks in you.
Dude, that's like another 6-pounder, man.
Fish it.
All right, there we go. Fish number 4. He got out of top water and smoked it. Got it on, Thelma? Woohoo!
Yeah.
First, yeah. This is a big fish because I was getting smoked there for a second. Oh god. Hold on.
Hey, what?
I can't get it up. Oh, I can't get it up.
This one, right there.
Oh. Good God. All right. There he is. There he is. I'm getting killed. That's what's happening. Oh my God. Dude, they are sitting down there, man.
I can't see them.
All right.
What's the problem?
Hold on. Hold on.
Hopefully.
There he is. Heck yeah. I was throwing an old school jerk bait right there. Let me get it out. You can cut it. Hey guys, well, it's the morning after our trip, and all I have to say is just wow. We actually stayed a little well past dark and caught quite a few more, including the 2 biggest fish. You know, the striper bite is always a right at dark sort of gig. So you'll notice that whenever we kind of cut to the footage where we were catching them, you know, it was significantly darker out. And then the Angling AI 5-inch bloodline. So I had run some 5-inch bloodlines, and Happy Jack was able to catch 2 there at the end on it. And those were probably our bigger fish. Were the ones caught, you know, right there at the end when it was the most dark. So I had a blast. You know, I don't always get on a good striper bite like that. They just came up schooling behind us, and I threw that 4-inch hand pour in there, and I was literally just skipping it across the top, and they came up and smoked it on top water. It was pretty awesome. So yeah, awesome bait, awesome mold. Awesome fishing trip, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, please shoot me lots of comments down below. Let me know what you think of that mold and those fish, and we'll see you next time.